is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, Angrappy here, and this is a DC Legends video. I'm having to do a lot of mea culpas lately. Basically, when the kit came out for Dove at first, I thought that she was going to be a fun character. I thought that she was definitely going to be a character that I leveled up. I didn't think that she would be very useful just because her kit depended a lot on RNG. I think I've been mistaken. I think I'm mistaken in that. The more I faced her in Siege, actually, the harder she became. And it was because of the way she stacks evasion ups. And so it's a little bit more Cassandra Cain than it is Harley Quinn. I did a 60-10 video on her. By the time I released this a couple days ago. Now I'm going to take her 70-11 into PvP. She seems fun. I like evasion up and hit chance down. It's just that I've always said that they're not reliable. They're tons of fun. It's a lot of entertainment, but it's not exactly reliable to me. So in any case, with Dove, the way she's built, how do I say that? Cassandra Cain is a reliable evasion up toon. Harley Quinn is not. She is made more like Cassandra Cain. Her evasion, the way she stacks evasion ups, is great. So on the A1, I took the gain evasion ups whenever she attacks. She gains 3 every time she does the A1. Then on her A3, no, not the A3. It is, oh yeah, and then on the passive, the A4, every time Dove evades an attack, 70% chance to apply silence on the attacker and gain 3 agility ups. Also use Dove Kick, which is the A1, which will give 3 evasion ups. Should I take that to 75? I don't like 5% for 8 rings. That bothers me. 5% damage, 5%, if it had been 10%. I'll think on it. If I feel like she's not performing well enough, then I won't. So yeah, basically I took her L4, and the only legendary I did not take was also apply 2 strength ups and 2 additional strength ups if Hulk is on the team. That's useful, don't get that wrong, but I think it's the least useful out of everything on the kit. If I had to go, I'm leaning towards the A1 first. No. I guess I would go 1, 5, 4, and then 3. I think that's how I would go. It's difficult. It's difficult, but I think that's the order that I would take in terms of legendary. All right, so, but her kit is really, her first 4 are really, really incredible, and the last one, good, just not really worth it to me. Okay, so let's just take her into PvP and see what happens. I have not, I've only played with her against like low-level teams in Siege, so I haven't really used her much. So this will be a discovery for the both of us, for all of us. Let's see here. If I'm gonna attack this obnoxious-looking team, evasion ups would be handy against heavy hitters like Arcus and Azrael, if it's reliable. Now the first synergy I thought of, and I think everyone would have been Batgirl. Do I have that team? Yeah, Batgirl, Harley Quinn, Eclipso, and Dove. Now, I'm gonna go with this team first, just for fun's sake. Before, in that position for Dove, I would use Batman Beyond. Dove is better in this situation because she gives evasion ups to the entire team with her A2. So let me go ahead and slide this down. I'm gonna put this on auto. Like this base composition of Batgirl, Harley Quinn, and Eclipso is one of my favorite. If you go to my top 3 PvP auto teams, it's one of my favorite auto teams, but it is also the least reliable of all the auto teams that I have. But if we have enough evasion ups, will this do us any good? Now the way this team works is that once anyone misses with an AoE attack, then you're going to get anywhere between 3 and 5 hits. Now with Dove, 3 and 7 hits, 4 and 7 hits, depending on how it goes, from their retaliation from being missed. Dove, when she does her team evasion ups, she makes it harder for any of them to be touched. So far, so good, right? Let's take out Enchantress if you guys don't mind. There we go. I mean, it looks like it's working, but the problem with this kind of composition is that eventually there's a gap in the evasion ups. And so then it becomes difficult to stay alive. You need a lot of evasion ups for this to like work consistently. You see how like it? See this is the part where it's like fun to me. Like this is there goes Eclipso. He fell. Oh, this is like where it's fun. It's a fun team, but in terms of like being able to face the higher levels of PvP with it, no, you can't rely on evasion ups that much. So okay. So how do we approach this team with Dove? And that's the issue with the evasion ups is that you need a lot for it to be viable. And like when I saw Dove's kit when she did it for her entire team, 5 is a lot, but it still doesn't make it like a guarantee that you're not gonna get smacked. That's why pairing her with Batgirl gives 3 as her at team lead automatically, and so that gives the entire team 8. And Harley Quinn and Eclipso, they retaliate on being missed. Harley Quinn actually evades what she has. That means she's starting off with like 13 or 14 evasion ups. She actually dodges. She actually evades. In any case, hold on. Let me get focused. So now I would like to take out Azrael. So who do we put in place of that? And who do we put in for that? That would be still Kilowog, I think. So this is not exactly a beginner-friendly team. Kilowog is not exactly farmable. And then I'm tempted to put Wonder Girl in for the strength ups. These are all physical damage-based teams, and then it'll also crack the whip for Clayface. So let's go ahead and put Wonder Girl in there. Wonder Girl in there. And let's see what happens here. I'm gonna run this on auto as well. I am curious. But there were a few times where I would face Dove and she became Cassandra Cain, where it would oh no, I shouldn't have run it on auto. I should not have run it on auto. I should have run. The whole purpose of Kilowog was to neutralize Azrael. This would be a perfect time to cut this out, but you should see my stupidity. Yeah, why am I gonna hide that? Ugh. Getting distracted, talking about something else. I talk too much. If you couldn't tell by the guy who has his own YouTube channel. So basically the problem here is that Kilowog's AoE was supposed to stun Azrael, so that way we would be able to take care of the rest of the team without Azrael being able to ramp up. Let's see if his AoE is back around. Nope. Ugh. But this is also where Dove becomes a problem for the opposing team because she's going to stack a crap ton of evasion ups. Let's try to get evasion up for everybody. Help out Kilowog. He still has silence now though, so that's a problem. Oy vey, man, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? So yeah, she does become very, very much like Cassandra Cain, where it's just basically impossible to hit her. hit her. That's nice. God, I should have. Oh, so dumb, so dumb. This could have been. This would have gone much differently if I'd actually paid attention. But she is basically untouchable at this point. So is she going to be able to take out this entire team by herself because of all these evasion ups? And they do not have a purger on their team. Hit him harder than that, Kilowog. Come on, break. So should I try to hit him again or give him more enhanced strength ups? Or let's give her more enhanced strength up since she attacks based on being missed, and there goes Kilowog. So now we just run this on auto anyway and see how far she gets. But it is the Cassandra Cain effect. Once she gets these evasion ups, if you don't have a can't miss on your squad, then I don't know if the fight just goes on forever or if she eventually whittles you all down. With Enchantress on there, it's going to be overheals all the time. So I don't think she's going to be able to come out of it. But it's kind of impressive. She's basically untouchable right now. And it made me also wonder, when is there a gap in her? Because Cassandra Cain does have it in her kit, like outlined, of where her evasion ups last 2 turns, and then one of her turn, the thing that gives her evasion ups is on a 3-turn cooldown. So you can find a gap if you're just patient. It's just obnoxious as hell until you get to that point. But you can find a gap in her kit where you get to take her out when she's the last one. With Dove, as much as I've faced her, once she gets this many evasion ups, if you do not have a can't miss, then you're going to be here for a while. Like, some of them have fallen off. But if you miss her, there's a 75% chance, or 70%, I can't remember which one I put, that she'll attack again and gain 3 evasion ups. So even when they fall off, her A1 is consistently giving them back to her. And her kit is designed for her to get more. This could go on forever. She's not strong enough to take them out, but they definitely can't touch her. I like that. This is going to make for some very obnoxious teams, though. So that video I released on Connor Kent, he became more valuable because his A1 is can't miss. So even if you get silenced, the A1 works. Superboy as well, John Kent, he has a can't miss. I'm just going to start naming can't miss tunes right now. Deadshot Hired Gun, he is farmable, great at lead for early to mid game. He's can't miss. Oh my god, they will not be able to take her out. This is stalemate. Who else has can't miss? General Zod has can't miss. Special damage character, runs well under Lex. Is she gonna be able to take out if she could take out Enchantress, then she might be able to take out the rest. Because Enchantress is the one in charge of the heals at the moment. I can't have you guys just watching this video for the next 15 minutes. Oh, I'm tempted to just see what happens, but okay, I gotta exit. Other can't miss. If you can get your hands on Owlman, he'll give you hit chance ups, which I don't know if the number of hit chance up he gives is going to outpace the evasion ups that she stacks. Genuinely don't. I guess it's something for me to experiment with. But let's go at this team again and I'll actually use it correctly. But other can't miss. Hey, if you can think of a can't miss that I missed. Oh, Steppenwolf at lead. I don't even have him develop, but he does give hit chance ups. If you can think of a... Let's go ahead and do that. Now run it on auto? Well, let's try to purge you of that taunt first. That did not work at all. We'll get rid of the damage immunity, maybe? That also did not work. So let's see. Oh. Alright, somebody hit the hell out of Azrael real quick before he realizes he can hurt people. What do I do here? I don't think I can one-shot Azrael with Kilowog that has no empowered strength ups on. Alright, here we go. You already know you can. Let's go ahead and give him hit chance downs. Maybe that'll slow him down a bit. Strength ups plus turn meter from... And then... Nope, don't do an AoE attack. Reason being is this less likely for him to ramp if there's no AoE attack. Alright, so now let's hope Kilowog gets his turn as Arc takes out Batgirl. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Sorry, okay, so other can't miss tunes. If you can think of any that I have not said off the top of my head, then please leave a comment below for those. There we go. Okay, so Azrael's out, so then maybe we have a chance of surviving this whole ordeal. Now, if I can get Wonder Girl to just smack Arcus one good time, and then we're all set. Let's try to stun him. Good, he didn't have that. Oh, good. So we may have this in the bag now. That freaking damage immunity from Enchantress. That rework was so well done. So well done. It's absolutely infuriating. But it's a good rework. Might as well. I don't want to hit her. Okay, here we go. Let's take him out. Boom! That's what you like to see. Alright, so I'll try to do an auto from here on. Sorry, distracted again. So, can't miss, hit chance up, tunes. If you can think of any that I didn't think of off the top of my head, please comment below for those who are newer to the game and so they'll have an idea of who to farm. Oh, sneaky tip. Catwoman might be good against her. You can farm her red alerts. My Catwoman's RB1, and on her A3, she purges all buffs. She still all buffs. And I believe that can't miss. I think the purge works whether she hits you or not. So correct me if I'm wrong again in the comments below, but I think the purge hits you. Like it'll purge the buffs whether you hit the target or not. So that way that'll at least remove the buffs from Dove, giving you an opening to take her out. So let's try against one more team and then call it a video. But yeah, I think I like her. I think she's gonna be fun. Ooh, I could run her with like Darkseid, and then he has a 75% chance to call assist, which would give her even more evasion ups, which would infuriate people even more. So let's run Darkseid at lead for this team. I think Dove is relatively plug and play because she does what she does regardless of who's at lead. I think the best lead for her, quote unquote best, is going to be Batgirl because of the other evasion up. So that's just going to help the survivability of the entire team. But I think she's relatively plug and play, and like I said, I'm having to do a lot of mea culpas, but like she is a better tune than I expected her to be off reading her kit. That's why. Yet and still, whenever you have anybody giving advice, or whenever you read a kit and you're like, oh, that's not so impressive, still collect the frags. You're not losing anything. You get that stuff for free. So collect it and then just don't do anything like with Connor Kent. Collect them, don't do anything with him, and then I come out with a crappy video saying that he's terrible. And then 2 days later, I come out with another video saying like, okay, maybe he's not that bad. He's okay. He's not great, but he's okay. And then for your account, for your team, you're like, oh, well, he's amazing. He's incredible. I'm glad I got his frags. You don't lose anything from collecting those frags. So collect all of them, even if it looks like they are not great, even if you hear that they're not great. They might be good for you. Bane was incredible for me, but there are plenty of people who will shout me down saying that he's garbage. He's not garbage. Let's see. Now actually focus on what you're doing. So here we have Lex. I want him gone first. Darkseid will be able to take care of that relatively easy. Red Robin is the fastest on this team. Do I get to use one of my favorites that I haven't used in a while? The man I want to take RB2, but I can't justify it right now at the moment. Do I get to use him? Kaga, still my favorite. Okay, I'll use him. And then... So Kaga will go before Red Robin. He's faster. He has an AoE that will reduce the turn meter of all of them. I don't want to put in Black Flash. Like, if I don't have to, I'm not going to. Kilowatt with those empowered strength ups can help out everywhere. They're doing basically the Doom box, Dr. Zabaro, infinite loop. That's how they got to this place to begin with. But as a defensive team, it doesn't really work because there's a very specific order you have to do things. Should I just use stun with Hawk Girl? Why not? Use a couple of my old favorites that I haven't been able to use in a while. Hawk Girl and Kaga. So we'll start off with Kaga's AoE. In fact, this should be an auto team. This should be an auto team. As long as no one gets a chance to really buff, which just happened. Let's see if we can get through all of this on auto. Oh, and there goes Dove dying immediately. What is the thing you should put on your PvP teams, boys and girls? Taunters. She never had a chance to actually even get her evasion ups. So I'll go ahead and exit out of this anyway. I don't really care about winning if Dove doesn't make it or doesn't get to show off things. All right, so let's replace Hawk Girl with, you know what? Maybe Harley Quinn. Maybe run them as a duo like I do with Killer Frost and Hawk Girl. Maybe that will work. Where you guys at? Maybe Dove is the key to get Harley Quinn to actually be a reliable tune. And then we still need to go first, so cheat sheet. I am going to go grab the Wally West, a far superior tune to Red Robin. You know who I'm talking to. Anyway, so now this should be a semi-automatic team, but I kind of want to go ahead and make sure that Dove opens with her A2 first, just to help Harley Quinn as a taunter. Then I'll go ahead and put it on auto. I think we discussed this before in another video. Donna Troy is awesome, but they need to rework her and maybe take away her taunt. If you're not going to make her a tanky taunter, then go ahead and remove the taunt and then just let her be the one that can reduce the cooldowns for abilities. And give awareness, because she is good, but as a taunter, she just gets taken out way too fast. But she's still viable because of the ability to, yeah, see, oh, well, that went pretty fast. She's still viable because of the ability to give out awareness and reduce the cooldowns on abilities. So that went relatively well. Let's try that one more time and then I'll call it a video. This one's running a bit longer than I expected. Overall review of Dove. I do like her. I enjoy her. I think she's going to fit really into that Cassandra Cain mold. This is a nightmare team. Oh my goodness. So I'm putting in Kilowog, obviously. And after just talking that crap about Red Robin, I can't do my Red Robin Arcus combo to take out Azrael. Pride just won't let me do it. I can't talk smack and then be like, let me use him immediately. Okay, so I guess I'll keep Darkseid. Dove will be... See, now, I'm tempted to put Batgirl in. Maybe this will help with the survivability of the entire team. So let's try Batgirl. Okay. Here we go. God. Of course, I run to that team next. Anyway. Still should go first. Alright. Go ahead and neutralize Azrael. And set off Coda. You guys are a freaking nightmare. I should have put in Black Flash, because if you're gonna use Azrael, why shouldn't I use Black Flash? Fair is fair, turnabout is fair. And there goes my Wonder Girl. And this is the thing about evasion ups. I had plenty of evasion ups. Excuse me. I had plenty of evasion ups. It should have been dodged. Shouldn't have been hit. But it's still RNG based. Like, it's still not reliable. And there she goes. And I don't know how many evasion ups she just had. So, a nice lesson for the end of the video. Fun, enjoyable. can be useful. If you have to, go for it. But evasion up teams are not reliable. Each member on that team had 8 evasion ups, 8 or 9. And we got one-shotted throughout the entire thing. Let's run that one more time and then see if there's a different result based on the fact that evasion ups are not reliable. And then we'll call it a video. Okay. Oh. So, same route. We went like this. Oh, Coda didn't proc that time. Okay. Try to remove these taunts. Boom. Strength ups for everybody. And then add these evasion ups. Now, right now, we're all sitting at, the lowest is Wonder Girl with 3. And we're about to give 5. Batgirl has 5 or 6. And we were still taken out last time because RNG. This time should be a bit better because Wonder Girl or Wonder Woman didn't proc on that AoE attack before. We are actually being missed this time. Let's go ahead and take out Azrael. Wow, if this was not like the perfect illustration of everything that's you worry about for evasion ups. It is the first time we go at it, we basically don't last longer than 30 seconds. The second time, they can't touch us, and so it looks like we're gonna win. Yeah, perfect illustration of evasion ups of those last 2 matches. One, I mean, Kilowatt got taken out, but there's a very good chance he could have survived. So, in the first time we go against it, what happens? We fall like immediately because, and I don't know if that messed with the sound. I'm sorry if that made a really weird sound. We get taken out immediately. Then we try with the same team. I did stuff in the exact same order, right? Like I didn't switch anything up. I did the same stuff. Coda didn't proc on that one thing, so that was helpful. And then we have the evasion ups, and they were missing us, which is very helpful when you're trying to survive. So, I mean, I do like Dove more than I expected, but I'm still going to lean towards she's more fun than useful when it comes to the survivability of an entire team. Survivability for herself, she'll Cassandra Cain in any match and just be the one that you can't take out. Fine. When it comes to the entire team, 5 evasion up sounds like a lot, and even with Batgirl there giving another 3, you had 8. First time it goes through, team gets wiped out. Second time, we win. So, use evasion ups to hit chance downs at your own risk. If you can, try to stack 500 of those damn things. All right? So, in any case, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.